Suzanne, we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of pickleball, which is controlling this area at the non-volley zone. We need to develop some consistency and learn how to control the ball up in this area, and it's going to set you up for winning volleys. In the future, this is the place you're going to play most often, and you're going to win a lot of points from up in this area, so it's really a good idea to learn how to play here well. Let me see you get in your athletic posture. So the knees are about shoulder width apart, knees are flexed, hinging at the hips a little bit. Find your most athletic self here. And we talked about forehands, we talked about backhands. These are not going to be full strokes. When you're further away, you need more power, so you're gonna swing with a larger swing. Here, that's not necessary. What you wanna do up here is control the paddle in such a way where the pathways of the swing are smaller and you're directing the ball toward your opponent's feet more often. If I'm your opponent, I can't hurt you from down low. If you put that ball down below my strike zone, it's going to be a lot more difficult for me to hit a winning shot. So it's in your best interest to try to keep that ball low towards my feet. You do that by keeping your motion simple and guiding the ball back over towards this side of the court, down low at my feet. So we're going to dink a few back and forth. Remember, consistency is key here. Do the best you can just to control that ball back and forth over the net. See if you can get it to drop down low. That's pretty good. Very good. Yeah, that's excellent. Because what I'm seeing from you is your athletic posture, you're bending low to keep the paddle out in front of the ball, and you're just pushing it right over. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more advanced and challenge yourself, see if you can move the ball around to my left foot and my right foot. Now, as a newer player, I understand this might be a bit of a challenge, but you still would like to be able to try and control the ball. If your brain says, send it to the right foot or send it to the left foot, your body is more apt to follow along and hopefully succeed with that shot. We'll try this again and see if you can go to my left foot and to my right foot. So you're changing the direction of this ball a little bit. Nice try, that's okay. Now, remember, we're trying to develop consistency, but that doesn't come automatically. As a newer player, you can kind of expect mistakes are going to occur. That's okay, don't worry about it. You get consistent through time and repetition. So continue to use that athletic posture, continue to try to contact the ball out in front. Too often, newer players try to move the paddle back and they take a swing at this ball. I don't recommend it because it's too hard to control the ball, and generally what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit the ball too hard. If you hit the ball right at me, that's an easier shot for me to return. I'm going to hit a volley. That gives me an opportunity to take advantage during the point. So strategically, hitting the ball up higher toward me is not a good idea. Really what you want to do is keep it down low, and it's harder for me to then bend down and return those shots. So we'll try again. Good ball. Very good. Oh, you won that rally. Well done. Now, one thing I want to point out, which you haven't done yet, but a lot of newer players will do, is they want to flip their wrists. Rather than using that posture in that athletic stance, bending their knees and using their body to control this ball, they'll snap their wrist trying to hit that ball over. Not recommended. I would not recommend using the wrist. Do your best to hold that athletic posture at all times and stay balanced. We talked about balance on both the forehands and the backhands. You really want to make sure that you stay balanced and under control, because then you can better control the ball. Keep in mind, while you might make mistakes, in the future, this is one of the most important areas of the court that you can master if you want to perform well and score more points. You're setting yourself up to hit winning volleys if you can dink the ball around the court very well. One of the most beneficial exercises you can do is if you can get 4 players we're going to dink the ball around into this non-volley zone. Try to control the direction of the ball. Remember, we're striving for consistency, but we also want to make sure we have good balance. And we would like to stay close to our continental grip, ideally. Now, there are variations to grips. We talked about that, and that's okay. So if you have a little bit more of a forehand dominant grip or slightly more backhand dominant grip, that's fine. You know, you choose what's best for you in terms of grip style, but ideally it's close to a continental grip. That's best for control. And we'll see how long we can sustain a rally. See if you can challenge the opponent a little bit, maybe move that ball around within this non-volley zone, because as you progress into more advanced level players, you're going to find that you're in this situation very often where all four players are up at the net. And you want to be able to keep that ball away from your opponent's strike zone and give yourself opportunities to hit good, clean volleys and win more points. Ready? Let's give it a go. Keep those good, strong, athletic stances. Hey, good get. Joe, well done. Keep that contact in front. That's it, Joe. Okay, quick pause right here. That's an excellent rally, you guys. When it comes to footwork, we would like to maintain a more open stance, meaning I would like to keep my hips and shoulders square to the other side of the court, and if I need to adjust to the location of the ball, I may do that. But what I would prefer not to do is cross over my feet here and cross over my feet here, because now I'm delayed in recovering back into position after I hit the ball. So I would encourage you to sidestep to hit a dink, or sidestep here to hit a dink, rather than crossing over your feet. Crossing over your feet, while not a bad thing in and of itself, will slow you down and prohibit you from recovering as quickly to be prepared for the next ball. So something to pay attention to. Keep that athletic stance at all times, best you can. Really got to work on bending those knees. We don't have to overdo it. We don't need to crouch, but we do want to have a slight bend in those knees. We're more mobile and we're ready to move to retrieve that ball. Let's give it one more rally. And again, we'll try to consistently put this ball into different locations on purpose, because even as newer players, we can be intentional about what it is we're trying to do, rather than just simply hitting a ball. Ready, Suzanne? Here we go. Not bad. Good adjustment with the feet. I got it. Ooh, Joe, a little extra on that. Not bad. Joe giving it a little bit more. Not bad. We'll try one more. Actually, let's do this. Suzanne, why don't you rotate? Joe, you come here. We'll just do a rotation. Therese, I'll start with you. And again, this is really good practice, not only for consistency, but now you're getting a different view from the other half of the court. You get a different angle. It's really important to learn how to be able to play both sides of the court relatively equally as well. Generally, people are going to have a preference on one side or the other, but ideally, you feel comfortable on each side. So it's a good idea to practice both ways. Ready? We'll do one or two more rallies. That's okay. That's all right. Now, the first ball was a little high. Ideally, the ball stays fairly low, because if you pop it high, your opponent might hit that a little firmer. Now, that one was maybe overcompensated a little bit. That one was a little shallower, but that's why we practice. So we can continually discover how much energy we need to put on this ball to control it to the other side. Let's do one more rally. Let's try. Not bad, that's okay. Remember, consistency doesn't develop immediately. It takes some time to practice. We have to get repetition, and we'll just continue to practice. Let's do one more. Good. Keep it simple. Keep those athletic stances. Nice get. And intentionally try to move that ball within this non-volley zone. Good. Nice. Oh my, Suzanne, great dink right there. Well done, you guys. Continue to practice and you will continue to develop that consistency and you'll set yourself up for more opportunities to win points. For more lessons like these, don't forget to like and subscribe to Selkirk TV.